Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your weekly tarot card reading for March 17th through the 23rd, 2025, and I am so glad that you are here with me today. Now, for those of you that are new to my channel, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the messages within the reading today. And for those of you that are returning, thank you so much, and it's wonderful having you back. And please consider subscribing if you haven't already. It is free and it helps my channel grow. As always, Aquarius, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. So with that, let's just jump in, get started. And as always, we're going to see which crystal is being suggested for you for the week ahead. What's coming through for Aquarius? Okay. And we've got aquamarine. And we've got safe travels, exploration, renewal. And the crystal fact. Aquamarine's name comes from the Latin words for ocean water, a reference to its pale blue-green hue. Okay. Now, I do have a small piece of aquamarine. So we'll bring that into the reading. And let's move on to your oracle messages. All right, what's coming through for Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to hear? Messages, guidance. And here we go. Stop ruminating over what you did or didn't do. Let it go. The fact that you got aquamarine, that's the throat chakra. There might be something that you said that you're thinking about, or something that you maybe wish you would have said. But either way, the message is to let it go. Let's see what the angels have to say. I'm going to pick an angel number message for you, Aquarius. It's coming through for Aquarius from the angels. Ooh, okay, not yet. There we go. Ooh, 8899. It says new beginning. Look at that. We've got change and confident and powerful yearning for beauty, attention. Wow. Some important stages in your life are about to end, and other events that follow will also end like a domino effect. This sequence of numbers represents that you are experiencing a series of events in which many parts of your life will slow down and are about to stop. However, there is no need to worry because these changes are necessary for you, that a new series of things and situations can begin. Wow. Now, 8 is abundance, but 9 is, wrapping things up. So with the 8-8, that's very quickly things are starting to wrap up. And that's why you're getting this message here, to stop thinking about or, going over what you did or didn't do. Let it go, because it's not going to matter. You've got a new beginning, a whole new chapter coming in. So there's some important stages in your life ending. It can be something, we'll see with the tarot cards. You might get quite a few major arcana cards when you've got this much of an energy of change, stages of your life. That could be from going from childhood to going off to college, or finishing up college and going out into the work world, or single life becoming married, or going from being, just a married couple to now starting a family. So it's a big, huge change that seems to be coming in, at least for some of you. Take it how it resonates. Let's see what's coming through for Aquarius. We're going to give it a bit of a shuffle here. Messages, guidance for Aquarius, please. What's coming through? What does Aquarius need to hear, especially in regards to, it said like a domino effect. One, it's just going to be one thing after the other. Not in a bad way, but like I said, like let's say you get proposed to. you're planning for a wedding, and then the natural thing, you have the wedding, and then you're on your honeymoon, and then you're married, and then maybe a year later you're going to start a family and you're going to buy a house. Those things, that's like a domino effect. Now, if you're at the other end of the spectrum, it could be winding down, going the other way, where you're kind of like getting ready to retire. So you're kind of like downsizing your house, giving things away, getting into a smaller home, a condo even. So kind of going the opposite way, the domino effect. So what's coming through for Aquarius? Messages, guidance. And we have Major Arcana card, the Moon. And of course, I said, I bet we'll see Major Arcana cards because that signifies life events, a lot of transformation, a lot of change. And this is definitely about trusting your instincts this week, Aquarius. There could be the first domino that's going to fall. And again, don't take it in a negative way. But the Moon coming out is an indication that there's things working behind the scenes that you don't know as of yet. The change, the end, an important stage of your life. This comes out in divine timing. Wow, here's another Major Arcana card. Phoenix, rising from the ashes. This is out with the old, in with the new. Wow, this is exactly what your oracle message is. And we have the Three of Scrolls, and the scrolls are the swords, and we've got the little fox has got a tear here because, oh boy, it could be something... It can be in regards to relationships, but boy, I'm thinking more that like when you're a kid and you're going off to college, you're saying goodbye to your childhood. It's feeling sad, that kind of a loss, or getting married, and maybe moving out of the house if you still live at home. It's that kind of transitional energy. With the three, it's something is coming together to create something new. You're saying goodbye to what was. And certainly this is a very powerful angel number message where, important stages in your life are about to end because there's a series of events wanting to come in. So, two Major Arcana cards, they're both kind of saying the same thing as far as there's things working behind the scenes, out with the old, in with the new. This is transitional energy. This is definitely with the Moon card, divine timing as to how this all takes place. It could be something this week. Aquarius is kind of like kicking off that going. And I just picked up that you might be finding out you're losing your job. And then there's the domino effect, and that can go very quickly. So trust your gut instincts this week. I almost is getting, the compass, like, follow your true north. But there's things working behind the scenes that you don't know about as of yet, and it will come out in divine timing. So definite change. If you are indeed finding out that you're losing your job, that is the other reason why the Phoenix is here, because you're going to rise from the ashes. You're going to think, oh no, what am I going to do? But with this kind of energy, and possibly this, you might feel that you did something to put this into play. That's not the case, because they're telling you just let it go. It's not going to matter. Things are going to go, like it said, in a domino effect to launch you into new beginnings. So with the Phoenix, that is definitely hearing the call, stepping up to the challenges. This is the Phoenix rising from the ashes. It's rebirth, renewal. And on your Aquamarine card, it has renewal as well. Aquamarine is good for, public speaking, or if you're going to be interviewing for a new job, have Aquamarine with you. It helps you be clear about what you want to say. It's just good for speaking in front of maybe a panel of people if you're trying to interview, you know, or even if you're in front of a very, very large group of people. But the Phoenix rising from the ashes, this is very transitional energy. What your card here is talking about, new beginnings. And with the Three of Scrolls, the Three of Swords here, you're saying goodbye to something that it's inevitable. That's what the domino effect is. Like I gave you the examples. And the biggest one that I'm feeling is moving on to the next stage of your life in some capacity. Let's see what else is coming through. Love these cards, are just beautiful. What else is coming through for Aquarius? Papa Legba, the Strength card. Wow. I would have to grab the book to see who this fellow is. I'm not familiar. But it's on the Strength card. So I think it's usually the Strength is about hunkering down and digging deep for that inner strength, you know, because there's going to be a lot of change according to what your cards are indicating. Something is coming up, something that you're going to be sad, some kind of loss possibly. But I do feel everything is doing this to push you into new beginnings. Remember, 8899 is about new beginnings. And with the 88, I feel it's going to be abundance coming in, pushing you very quickly into like your next cycle. So Strength card, Major Arcana card, again, this can be someone that's helping you out. It's Leo's card in energy, Aquarius, and that's the opposite end of the spectrum on the natal chart, Aquarius and Leo. So it could be somebody that you would never guess at all. You have like nothing in common. This could be someone that you get involved with in all of this change that kind of points you true north, is your strength. Let's see what else is coming through. Wow, we have the Mine, the Page of Spirals. And spirals, believe it or not, is the wands in this deck. So the Page of Wands, this is good news coming in. So not to worry. I did pick up, yes, the Three of Scrolls, the Three of Swords can be some kind of loss, but it's an inevitable thing, like growing up and having to go out and maybe, you know, go off to college or go off into the military. It's something like that. So you're leaving the only life that you knew, you're kind of leaving that behind. A rite of passage kind of thing. So we've got the Page of Wands here. And I really, it's almost like something that you don't see coming. And it might be that this Papa Legba is pointing you in the right direction. So this is good news coming in. Unexpected news is what I'm picking up. Let's see what the final message is here. Oh, look at this. It wanted to come out. And we have the Ace of Scrolls. This is the Ace of Swords. This is always with the Ace of Swords. I get that message that this is a long time coming. And it might be so that you, this is referring to important stages in your life about to end. It's a series of events in which parts of your life slow down and are about to stop and be over and done with. So, long time coming. There's an opportunity now. A lot of opportunity. Here with the moon, this is something, things going on behind the scenes that you have yet to find out the information. This will come out in divine timing, but the message here is about trusting your gut instincts. The Phoenix rising from the ashes is the energy you'll be experiencing, Aquarius. Out with the old, in with the new, and a little bit sad because you're moving on from maybe what was your comfort zone. You're moving on to new beginnings. You need strength. Could be a Leo helping you out in some way, shape, or form with a new opportunity, a long time coming, but success, triumph. We've got, look more like a raven than a crow, but that loud and clear, this is coming. You're going to know about this. And of course, the pages are the messengers. So the opportunity that's coming in, the page of spirals, the page of wands is giving you that message. So this all depends on how this stage of life that you're in right now is slowing down and stopping. And that remains to be seen there. All right, Aquarius, kind of exciting, but yeah, something that you're going to miss is going to be happening. But I love this energy for you. And that's why however this resonates with you, stop ruminating over what you did or didn't do, let it go, because it's just not going to matter. So let's see what the money manifestation deck has to say. And normally when I do a reading with specifically just a reading with this deck, I pull 6 cards. But what I want to do is see what's the most important thing in regards to money. And I'm getting the idea that, you know, moving on from something important. And of course, money is pretty much in everything. If you're going off to college, it costs money. If you're going from college into a job, you're trying to get the best job because you'll have to support yourself. And then, you know, moving on from there, if you're getting married and wanting to buy a house, everything kind of evolves around money at whatever stage you're in. And especially even at the end, you need money for retirement. So what's the loudest message coming through for Aquarius? Envy. Focusing on what others have is a drain on your energy. Boy, I feel this is tapped into this. And I would say if this resonates with you, let it go. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, I wanted to pull one more card, and this one came out. Career change. Does your career fully align with who you are physically, emotionally, or spiritually? So I did feel that, you know, some of you are going to have a career change, possibly something that you don't know that's going to come out in what the moon calls divine timing, but it's not good timing ever, especially if you're finding out you're losing your job. So if you get an inkling, as I said that, Aquarius, it's good to start looking for another job. But I do think, you know, right here, these cards, right here, there's something right there waiting for you, and you have to speak up. Make sure you're using that aquamarine crystal to speak up for yourself. All right, Aquarius, well, that's the messages for the week ahead. Thank you so much for joining me and sending you love and blessings.